Chicago police are still looking for 2 suspects who stabbed a CTA employee before fleeing down these stairs. Young kids helped create these signs in protest of CSO management. Protesters and even outsiders have a lot to say about the current situation at hand. To no surprise, this is not a snack. But for kids, it's hard to tell the difference between a tasty treat and a trip to the emergency room. In Chicago, summer means divvy bike season, and a new proposal aims to bring more bikes to the city. After Sunday's victory over the Washington Wizards, the Bulls have now won 2 straight. For those that are dead set on tanking, the Bulls have a message for you. Looking down at your phone while walking on the street? Everyone does it, but it makes you an open target for criminals. Chicago is decked out in green once again for its annual St. Patrick's Day celebration. This year, the celebration comes with more security. Next up for Chicago is a date with the Orlando Magic on Monday night. At the United Center, I'm David Chasanov. Every summer, the city of Chicago hosts free museum days. The Art Institute right behind me is part of it, and they host families of all ages. Thanks, guys. You could sense the political outrage here in Chicago right now. Dueling protests about Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx, and it's all because of the way she handled the Jussie Smollett case. I was at the protest outside her office, and it was quite a scene in the Loop.
What do we want?
Yeah! Loud chants. Sing-alongs. Even instruments. All of this was used on Monday, April 1st in dueling protests of Kim Foxx. Some want Foxx to face the ultimate consequences.
I smell blood in the water. She's gonna go. She's got to.
Well, I was a state's attorney for 27 years. In all my years, there has never been any case that I can recall that was disposed of in the manner and fashion that the Smollett case was. Goodbye, Fox.
Others, such as Reverend Otis Moss III and former Chicago mayoral candidate Amara Enya, feel differently. They say the outrage should be focused on other things instead.
They are outraged about 16 counts being dropped, but they were not outraged about 16 shots. There was no outrage in reference to the cover-up, and there was no outrage in reference to police torture. There's no outrage around the $600 million the city is on the hook for.
So this is beyond, it's bigger than Kim Foxx. She is someone who is overseeing a very large office and has a hefty task ahead of her to make sure that the justice system works for everyone. But Chicago has been dealing with issues of disparity and justice for a very long time, and that's why we're out here. And this is only the beginning. Protesters on both sides plan to continue to make a stance throughout the week. Back to you guys. Beverly Hills 90210 and Riverdale fans suffered a tough loss yesterday. TV icon Luke Perry died Monday morning following a stroke last week. He was 52. Perry was surrounded by his children, fiance, and close family members when he passed at St. Joseph's Hospital in Burbank, California. Perry's acting career started in the early 80s. He became a star in Beverly Hills 90210, playing a role as a high school stud. He went by the name Dylan McKay for 10 seasons. And more recently, he was Archie's father in CW's hit show Riverdale. Riverdale writers say they are dedicating season 3 of the show to Perry. Riverdale executives tell the media Luke was everything you would hope he would be, an incredible, caring, consummate professional with a giant heart and a true friend to all. Back to you guys. And Trubisky said earlier that at a kids camp that you have to think that the Bears will make the playoffs. Do you think that's a good mindset to have coming into this year?
I think anytime you count yourself out before the fight, it's a bad mindset. So I really like where Mitch is coming from.
You previously said that Chinea is nothing that you haven't seen before. That being said, have you prepared for this fight like any other fight, or have you changed it up a bit?
I just prepare for every fight like I'm fighting the best fighter in the world.
The 111th annual Chicago Auto Show began this past weekend at McCormick Place. The nation's largest auto show has many features this year, including new vehicles, more test tracks, and celebrity appearances such as Blackhawks legend Tony Esposito. For a show that has lasted for more than a century, the Chicago Auto Show's goals every year remain the same: to entertain and to advertise.
It's always a delicate balance of how to create a fun and engaging event that also helps people focus on maybe purchase decisions as well, because there's a lot of people shopping at the show.
It's only been a couple days into the show and attendees already like a lot about it.
I've never seen the newest cars as far as the 2019 models or the other years before, so it was awesome to see everything that they're coming out with. Because I'm not a huge car guy, but I love seeing all the little details they put into it.
Well, the nice thing about the auto show is you can usually get in and out of the cars, see how comfortable they are without a salesperson looking over your shoulder.
And there's some cars that are like $3 million, and those caught my eye. That was pretty cool.
The auto show runs until next Monday, February 18th. There will be special themed days ranging from Women's Day, which is today, to Family Day. Tickets are $13 for adults. Reporting for Metro Minutes, I'm David Chasanov. After Sunday's victory over the Washington Wizards, the Bulls have now won 2 straight. For those that are dead set on tanking, the Bulls have a message for you.
We don't really care about that. Everybody probably gets tweeted at about tanking and things like that. We don't really care about none of that. We work hard on a day-to-day basis. This is our job to go out here and perform at the highest level. Guys can't go out there and just throw the ball up and try to miss every shot, just so you can lose. If a guy works at Walgreens, he has to put, the cookies in the cookie section, then he has to do that. We have to go out there and try to make baskets.
I can't control their response. We're trying to develop a young group of guys. We're trying to install habits and a culture and just do the best we can with it. And that's our job. We just try to do that every day. So, you don't control as much as people think. And you don't play as bad as people think when you play bad, and you don't maybe play as good as people think when you play good. But I thought we played hard today, and that was fun.
The Bulls expect Fred Hoiberg to be back with the team on Tuesday against the Hornets. At the United Center, I'm David Chasanov. The University of Illinois at Chicago Roar Chabad House and Mary Bartlemy Park Advisory Council celebrated the first night of Hanukkah in style. On December 2nd, people of all ages attended the 8th annual menorah lighting and celebration in the West Loop. This year, the event had arts and crafts, a balloon artist, face painting, goodie bags, and dancing. The event organizers wanted to embrace the meaning of the holiday while accomplishing their own goals as well.
Especially this year when many people feel like there are differences between people and there are challenges of overcoming the darkness that maybe sometimes we feel around us. Hanukkah's message is especially pertinent.
It's an excuse for families to get together and just have a joyful time before the really bad Chicago winter really starts.
South Africa, that's done.
People in attendance said this year's Hanukkah celebration is more meaningful than in years past. They credit spending time with family and coming together as a religion for reasons why.
I think it's important that we continue to celebrate our Judaism and the holiday and be proud in our traditions and our customs.
It's like such a fun holiday, and there's lots of really good food that you don't have every day, and it's like everything's about family and joy, and it's nice.
Chani Shem Tov says the UIC Chabad House will be having more events throughout the remaining 7 days of Hanukkah. To find out more, visit ChabadUIC.com. Reporting for Columbia College Chicago, I'm David Chasanov. On the second game of a back-to-back, the Bulls looked exhausted. So exhausted, a backup point guard shut them down.
He hit a lot of shots. He was the guy we kind of wanted to help off a little bit, but make sure we contested his shots, and he hit them.
We've got to get off to better starts. That's what it comes down to. We dug ourselves an 8-point hole in that first quarter, and the difference in the game is 11. But, again, our guys, it had nothing to do with effort. Our guys came out, and after a tough night, emotional night, had a little something to do probably with the start, but, we hung in there and stayed in the game and had a chance. And, that's all we can ask of our guys, to go out and play hard and play with effort and play together, and I thought they did that.
Next up for Chicago is a date with the Orlando Magic on Monday night. At the United Center, I'm David Chasanov.